Make us whole. Make us whole. What's going on, everyone? Welcome back. It's fun to speculate about things, isn't it? Especially considering that it's one of my favorite series. I mean, it's hard to say favorite series. Let's just say two of my favorite games. Dead Space 1 and 2. But since we're talking about Dead Space, we're talking about all of it, okay? The good and the bad. Dead Space 3. With that being said, this is more speculation, more talk about the Dead Space Trilogy Remaster. I have a hiccup. Wow, that's just coming out of nowhere. Dead Space Trilogy Remaster that I believe is coming very, very soon. I know that we talked about in the last video, and I'll link it for you guys. We talked about the potential of a Dead Space remake, reboot, reimagining, whatever you want to call it. But today we're talking about the Trilogy Remaster, and the reason why is because the official Dead Space YouTube channel has changed their logo for the first time in 8 years. They changed their logo to coincide with Dead Space 2. I think the image is from Dead Space 2. And why is that important? Well, that's important because the previous image that was on there as their logo or icon or profile picture, whatever you want to say, was from Dead Space 3, which was not a well-received game, and that was the last entry in the series. Since then, the YouTube channel has not been touched, but now it has been. And I know you guys might be like, oh wow, big deal, it's just a profile picture. But listen, Dead Space 2 was, I believe, the best in the trilogy as far as reception went and sales. So take that into consideration when you're talking about reasons why they would choose that to be their icon moving forward. I mean, look, Dead Space 2 is my personal favorite of the trilogy, but I mean, the first Dead Space is a very close second. I mean, it's not even... The only reason why, to me, Dead Space 2 is a better one is just because the controls were better, and it was a much larger scale game. So, besides that, I mean, Dead Space 1 is still fantastic. If Dead Space 1 got kind of a little bit of an overhaul with the updated controls that were in Dead Space 2, then, oh my god. But either way, they're still fantastic games. The third game, I do want to say that in the remaster, that is speculated to be releasing very, very soon. I do want to say that I would love to see Extraction in there as well. And the reason why is Extraction was actually a very good game. If you guys never played Extraction, Extraction released on the Wii initially and then got a port on PS3 and I think Xbox. If you got the Dead Space 2 limited edition bundle, it came with Extraction as well as a downloadable that was attached onto the disc. It wasn't a downloadable game that you had to actually go out of your way and do the digital download, nothing like that. It was on the disc itself, which was very, very appreciated. Now EA is supposed to be having a showcase really soon, and let me see here. So the showcase is supposed to, I think, July. Here, let me see here. Sorry, I had this open and it kind of just went away. July 22nd is the EA showcase, and the rumors are that the Dead Space reboot will be there, as well as potentially a remaster of the trilogy. I honestly believe that both are coming. I don't think that they would just do all this hype, that they're doing, because I mean, where there's smoke, there's fire. And when it comes to a rumor such as this, a lot of times there's some legitimacy behind it. Why would they change their logo? Why would there be talks about a reboot, remaster? Well, not remaster, but reboot or reimagining. Like Dead Space is a series that fans such as myself have been wanting to come back for a very, very long time. Personally, like I said in my previous video, I would love to see a sequel you know, continuing from the story instead of a reboot, remaster, remake, or not remaster. I keep saying remaster, reboot or remake, just because reboots and remakes can screw things up. Resident Evil 3, I'm looking at you. Sometimes they can be really good. Resident Evil 1 remake and Resident Evil 2 remake, I'm looking at you, but it's just one of those things that can be kind of hit or miss. And when you're talking about a game that's not very old when you think about it and still holds up very well, especially the PC port. If you play the PC port of Dead Space 1, 2, and 3, they are fantastic. Look gorgeous. They look absolutely gorgeous, even by today's standards. The sound quality is still fantastic. The gameplay is still really, really solid. And so, honestly, doing a remake doesn't make any sense. To me, you're putting a lot of money into a remake that not really necessary. You should just do the remaster and continue the series. I mean, that's just how I see it. I mean, there's a lot of stories still left to be told because there's still tons of markers out there. So, you know, let me know your thoughts and opinions down below in the comment section. Is EA updating the profile picture of the Dead Space YouTube channel a big deal? I personally think it is. I think big things come in small packages sometimes, and this is one of those things that, you know, it gives us hope that we're going to see a revival of the Dead Space series. And what better timing? I mean, we have the revival of the Fatal Frame series, for crying out loud. I mean, Fatal Frame 5 is coming to all consoles. I mean, before it was on just the Wii U, and now we have it coming to everything. It's going to be on PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Xbox Series X, the Nintendo Switch. I mean, if we can see a revival of Fatal Frame, which wasn't even as high profile as Dead Space, then I don't see why we can't see this happen. And again, it's perfect timing, especially with the renaissance that we have of survival horror, starting with Resident Evil 7, you know, like ever since then. And then, you know, moving forward, you know, you had the Silent Hills PT demo, and now we have all the Silent Hill talk as well, which if you haven't heard about that, go watch my last video on that too. I'll link that and the previous Dead Space one at the end of this video. So let me know your thoughts in the comments, or, you know, the thoughts and opinions down in the comment section about this. I think it's exciting. I'm very excited for it. And I can't wait to see the remastered trilogy. I really can't. I would love to to go all out and, you know, give us a full next-gen remaster as well. Like, oh my god. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you hit the thumbs up. Subscribe if you guys are new. And don't forget, make us whole.